Touchdown, ball carrier.
Seemed like you guys were kind of starting to pin your ears back and getting a lot of pressure there in that second half. Got a couple of fumbles that really set up some short fields. Just how to get in the early field to kind of make an impact like that right away. How did it feel to make an impact like that right away?
It was great. We just came out second half after kind of a short first half on ourselves. We just came out as a team and we just came together and we just balled out, really.
I mean, I know Cole and Aiden had a lot of experience last year, but I mean, you guys had some big shoes to fill with guys like Ethan Kepke, like leaving and everything. Just how nice is it to kind of make a big impact for yourself right away, too?
It feels so great, man. I mean, I'm so excited for this season. Great start, and yeah, I'm so excited for this whole season.
And I mean, just getting the win in the season opener, I know beating these guys after losing to them last year too. Just what's this feel like to get the season started like this?
It feels great. Some alumni came to this game. I bet they're so happy with us, and it's going to be great this whole season.
I kind of heard Coach Appleby saying it's just like obviously you guys have your 1-0 philosophy, but I mean it's just that. I mean you guys got a long season ahead of you. Just kind of what are some of the things you guys want to work on here?
Yeah, one rep at a time. Every day in practice, every day scout team helping us out, and every day and every play in the game, just one rep at a time.
And I think that's just about all I have. Was there anything else you'd like to add that I hadn't really touched on? Or
just remember the Land Sharks name. That's it.
Okay, appreciate it. Congrats to the win too.
Thank you.
Yeah. Obviously, I mean, kind of really got going there in the second half, capitalizing from a few turnovers. Just what did it really take to get rolling there in the second half?
Our defense played great. They got those turnovers you were just talking about. You know, when defense makes plays, offense makes plays. And so when they get rolling, we get rolling. And so it's all credit to them.
And I mean, just know you got some playing time last year a little bit, but I mean, just first, you're taking the reins this year. Just how's it really feel for you to?
I mean, last year, my first start against Gardner, didn't go as planned. We ended up losing that game. That was my first start. So this year, first game, was really important to me to go out there and, take it to him, get my revenge game. So this one was really important to me.
And I mean, it had a touchdown. Kendrick's one of those receivers that's back from last year. Had a couple passes to Jared. How you really feeling with your connection with the receivers right now?
I think we got one of the best receiving corps in the state. I mean, you've seen what they can do. We got 2 returners that have been 3-year starters, and I think they're going to be 2 guys to watch this year.
Got that running game going a little bit, 3 touchdowns on the ground yourself. Just kind of how would you describe yourself as a quarterback in terms of what kind of like dual threat or feel more comfortable with the legs and arms? Or
I would say I try to be about balanced. I mean, our O-line played really good today in the second half, getting the run game going. So that last, long touchdown round was credit to Jared Napoli coming around, getting a key block, and I was just able to run behind him untouched for a touchdown. So it's all credit to those guys.
Okay, I mean, that's just about all I have. Is there anything else you'd like to add that I hadn't really touched on? Or
Go Jags.
Okay, appreciate it. A lot's been talked about. You guys just had the 4 returning starters, but I mean, you guys got out there, and I mean, second half really kind of got after it, especially the defensive line. Just how nice is that to see, kind of creating a few turnovers and capitalizing on it?
They did, and really, ultimately, I think that comes down to just the way our kids work in the weight room and the conditioning they do. It really showed up in the second half for us. That first half we just kind of killed ourselves. And I'll give Gardner all the credit in the world. They play. I love their kids. They play hard. Their coach staff does a great job. But we really just kind of shot ourselves in the foot a couple times that first half. But second half, very, very proud of them. They came out strong and did very, very well.
I know, I mean, you have some returners, obviously, in that defensive line with Aiden and Cole, but, I mean, guys like, Grant Ruskowski had a couple of sacks, fumble recoveries, and I think Truman had another fumble recovery. Just can you talk a little bit about those guys' performances?
Yeah. No, Grant, he's been, all off-season, just great in the weight room. All summer long, did a great job. He's a kid that played for us in practice a lot last year. He ended up getting injured kind of early, kind of banged up a little bit, so didn't probably get the playing time that he probably should have if it wasn't for the injuries. But we knew what he had in him, and we're excited to see it tonight. He really did a nice job, very, very good in the second half, especially.
No, Hayden,
and like you said, Truman, and he's just a stud. He's got a lot to learn, which is awesome. but at the same time too, he's going to get better and better.
You know, Hayden got some playing time last year too, but I mean, he took care of the ball pretty well tonight. Scored 3 times on the ground, had a passing touchdown too. Just how'd you feel about his performance tonight?
Yeah, no, he's going to get better and better too. It's just going to come with experience. You know, really like what he does and his leadership. He's just a great kid, not only in football but in school, and you know, he just does things the right way, and that's why he's able to do the things he does on the field. He does things the right way, and so yeah, I have no doubt he's going to get better and better.
I mean, starting out the season with victories obviously feels pretty good, I'm sure, but I mean, just going in next week, just kind of what are some of the things you're kind of looking at early to kind of work on?
Well, it's the same as always. I mean, we're going to show up film tomorrow. We're going to look at our mistakes, look at the good things, look at the bad things, and learn from both. And you know, then Monday we'll really kind of apply that on the field. But that's ultimately, we're going to take it day by day like we always do. You know, and these kids understand that, and I have no doubt they're going to show up for film, and then Monday ready to go.
Okay, that's pretty much all I have. I mean, no, you guys got some pretty good momentum going there in the second quarter, taking it into the locker room. But I mean, kind of put the ball on the ground a couple times there in the third quarter. You kind of feel like that was kind of the main difference that kind of led them to get momentum there. Or?
Well, first of all, hats off to Mill Valley. I mean, that's a good football team, and we made plenty of mistakes, and they were a reason. You know, they had a part to play in us making mistakes, but we had a lot of self-inflicted wounds, and they're a good enough ball club. They kind of pounced on the opportunity. I
mean, touching on a couple of those big plays in the first half, though, I mean, Colton's big run there to tie it up. Just what you really feel about his performance there? Kind of young quarterback.
Very proud of him, and I'm proud of all our guys. We had a lot of young guys out there, and he had to step in on short notice and kind of get thrown in against a good quality opponent, and he handled himself probably about as well as you can in that situation. And he'd be the first guy to tell you that he wished he could have some plays over, but you know, we made too many mistakes, and that starts with me, so I've got to do a better job getting our guys ready.
No, Jake made a couple big plays for you guys, not only the touchdown pass, but a big punt return or kickoff return there too. Just kind of, can you run me through that halfback pass there where he ended up finding Bowie open there?
Well, he did a great job keeping it alive because the throw to him was low, and he did a great job keeping his knee off the ground. He's the ultimate competitor. He does everything for us. He returns, he kicks, he blocks, he runs, he can throw. So I'm glad he's on our team.
And just going into next week, just kind of wonder a couple of things you're really kind of be focusing on here in practice to really get back to 500 here.
Everything. Way too many mistakes tonight. They have to get cleaned up. So everything.
Okay, that's just about all I have, but definitely appreciate the interview and